Good morning, guys. Good morning to you all, and welcome to a new video. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the Volvo FH500. Today is Friday. It's going to be a short one today. Well, every time I say that, it tends to be a long one. But anyway. So, like I said, welcome back to the video. We've got an interesting job today, I must say. Now, let me give you a quick, brief rundown of what to expect. We've got a load on the back of the trailer currently. I was meant to deliver this yesterday afternoon in Romford, Essex. However, we had a slight problem. We did. We had a slight problem because it's a builder's merchants we're going to in Romford, and they closed at 5 o'clock. I didn't get my ETA for that place was about 20 past 4 yesterday. We still were happy to take the load still that time. Unfortunately, I got bogged down on the M25 yesterday. Now, if you go on my social media, you can tell and you can see. In fact, I'll put it on screen now. That was me yesterday having to pull over on the hard shoulder on the M25 for a 45-minute tacho break because I ran out of drive time. And the reason being is because there was a 30-minute delay between two junctions, just two junctions, between one junction and another junction. Junction 27, 28, I was coming up to 28. 30-minute delay, meaning I wasn't going to make the job on time. Then I ran out of drive time, so I had to take a tacho break. And it wasn't just me, there's lots of other drivers on there, on the hard shoulder, doing exactly the same thing. And we didn't make the job, so I've got a tip first thing this morning. Friday morning. Now, it is what it is. These things happen. That's never happened to me before, where I've had to pull over on the hard shoulder on the M25 and take a tacho break. It's never ever happened to me since I've been driving. It's the first time that's ever happened. And if you haven't seen it properly, I only put a short video up of me on the busy motorway. At this point, it was actually moving. The traffic was moving, but it wasn't before I started to have my break and when I was stuck in the traffic. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, you can go on my Facebook or my Instagram, and I've put a little video up on there of being bogged down on the M25, which wasn't good. Anyway, I'm just not too sure about this job either, because I have to say, let me stop the cameras, alright? I've looked at it on Google Maps. It's a builder's merchants. It's a busy road. I can tell it's a very busy road. And there's cars that park either side. Now, they open at 7 o'clock this morning. It's now bang on 6:30. We're literally less than 30 minutes away. I've been asked to get there for 8 o'clock by the office, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get there an hour early. And if they tip me at 8 o'clock, I don't care. Because I've looked at the parking situation there, and it looks very busy. So it's builders merchants. There's no parking around the sides by the looks of it. There's no other entrance apart from the front of the building. It's a typical retail builders merchants where the car parks at the front, the lorry goes in the same way and unloads the same way. I can't see any other way in to tip. So I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to get there when they open, and I'm going to get there before all the customers start to bombard the place with orders and stuff like that, because it's obviously a builder's merchants. You've got builders going there, tradesmen going there. And in some respects, it's probably done me a favour that I wasn't going there yesterday afternoon, because it would have been very busy, especially rush hour. Okay. Now you can rejoin me reversing into this place. So we've had to park out on the main road, really, just to ourselves somewhere. Make sure no cars behind me, I don't want to hit anyone. So we're on the main road here, so we're having to, so the yard's now empty. They've managed to take all their drivers out. Let this car go past around me first. See if someone lets me go in a minute. So this is a real tricky reverse. I've got a blindside reverse here, guys. So they said they'll help me get in. Well, we'll soon have a look. But no one's let me out because everyone's in a rush this morning, Friday morning, end of the week and all that. But it is a blindside reversing, so we've got to go at an angle and get in these tight gates, so it should be okay. It looks like lorries have done it before, but lorries coming out in and out of this place are all class 2s, so it should be interesting to see how we're going to get in here, but we'll have a look, we'll give it a go. I've had a little recce, I have recce'd the place, it's very tight, but we're just going to have to give it a go and get in, try and get in there. No other way we're going to get in, unfortunately, so it's the only way in. Right, vehicles behind me as well. Right, that's on. The van behind me, I'm not sure where he wants to go. This is not going to be an easy reverse, guys. I must say, this is not easy at all. But it's going to be fun. You can move that van, for sure. Go on, mate, there you go. Alright, mate. So goodness, this is tight. This is very tight. Am I going to hit that? Right, this is not good. This is going to be very tight. If I get around there, I'll be... tight, isn't it?
Try the left side.
Yeah.
1 second. I take this block, yeah?
Yeah, let me have a look, see. Yeah.
think we're all right. If I go straight back,
Yeah.
is that all right?
I'll park like this in the middle, yeah?
So you'll be straight, yeah?
Yeah, please.
Straight back, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How can you walk me over there? You got. Seriously. Jesus Christ, guys. This is tight. Extremely tight indeed. I'm not going to get that any more around, mate. It's going to be difficult to get that around with a skip in the way. I can't swing that round anymore because of the skip. It'll be very difficult for me to swing that around. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. That was tight, guys. Excuse the language. I'll bleep all that out. Speak in a sec. Okay, right.
tipped. We're tipped, guys. Okay. Right. Now we have to get out of this place. Let's go. Well, that was interesting, that job, that's for sure. I've taken the mic off, guys. I hope you can hear me still. Turn that towards up. Yes, it is. Make sure we level off. Level this phone. So we just have to try and get out of this place now. Got an angle. The van driver's coming out first. So you can see there how difficult that was, guys, to do a blind side into a builder's merchants, and they're never usually quite straightforward anyway. He's too busy on his phone. Let's get out of here in one piece without hitting anything. Alright, we're out. Woo! Yay! We are out. Let's windows up. So as you can see there, guys, that was extremely difficult. That was actually very difficult, that blind side. I'm not going to lie, I did find that quite tricky. There was a big slab on my right hand side, and they've got it there so we don't hit the cars, but it was so far forward, the tractor unit, I needed more swing to get the tractor unit round so the trailer can get in. They're asking me to park at an angle, and there's not much room in that place. There really isn't. You know, it's very, you know, they clearly don't, well, they obviously do get Arctics in there occasionally. The guy said to me, occasionally we get you guys in. That tells me they're not really prepared enough for an Arctic to get in. And this is gonna be fun as well, look at this. My goodness, the sooner I get out of this place, the better. Imagine that, you know. Friday morning having to worry about exchanging insurance details because so many cars are parked around here. Excuse me. Right, we are going left. It's taking us left. Although I'm thinking, I'm not sure, I might go right. Is that the right way, Billy boy? I plan my routes, but it seems to be the right way, so we'll go left. Right, we're out, guys. We are out, and it's school run time as well, so we have to be very aware of children in the roads, etc. Oh, right, let's put some aircon on, some really hot. That was a real interesting job, that one, I must say. It's not one you want to be doing every day of the week, if you know what I mean, but it's like anything else. You do get used to, if you was doing that every day, you'd know eventually which angles to go in at. You'd sort of know, you get your bearings pretty quickly, actually, I think. Yeah, it's like anything really, the more you do it, the easier it gets, but that's the first time I've been to that job, so yeah, I found it quite tricky, quite challenging, but that's the nature of the job. You will come out of swear words occasionally. And I think the key is, and this is something I'm getting used to, the key is when you've got traffic waiting for you to get around you, holding the traffic up. You've got a van driver there with his arms up, and obviously I put my arms up as well, as if to say, not much I can do, but I've got to get in here one way or another, sort of thing. There's car drivers who will start tooting. Well, there's not much I can do, you've just got to wait. I think I should have gone right there now, but it's alright. I think we can still swing it around here. There's a van, there's vans in the way.
van's parked there as well. I think I should have taken the other right turning, but it is what it is. We'll be okay, I think. We came around this way, so if someone lets me out, she let me out. Fantastic, thank you very much, much appreciated. So when you swing, you've got a hard swing like that, you've got to be careful of the nose, the head of the trailer, that it swings out. So you've got to be very aware of that when you're in tight roads like these. But the most important thing is we're out, guys. We are out, so we can make our way to our next job. So, right, that job's done. That was, as I call it, a job to go to. Straightforward to tip, to unload, but getting in, absolute headache. And as soon as you know, if you're a class 1 driver yourself, when you see a blindside reverse into a place, you start thinking, great. Unless you've done it all the time, you've got lots of space to maneuver. But when you go to a builder's merchants and it's a blindside, you do think to yourself, you know, you do think, oh, you're kidding me, like, this is going to be tricky. You have to recce the place. You have to recce the place before you go. So best off parking up the road, around the corner, especially if you've not been there before, and having a look to see what sort of challenge you've got in front of you, what sort of manoeuvre you're going to have to make. You have to, because you'll go in there completely blind to it, and you'll get you won't be prepared for it. You've got to prepare yourself for these tricky ones, and builders merchants are always tricky. I've never known them not to be tricky, so yeah. But anyway, we're off to a reload now. We're 50 miles away to be precise. We're going to, I think it's Colchester, around that sort of way. 50 miles away. My battery's going on this camera, guys, so I'll get back to you very shortly when we have our reload, and I'll show you what reload we've got. Not been to this place before, so it'll be interesting to see what we're carrying, what we're loading for. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm going to charge this camera up, guys, get back to you very shortly. But I hope you enjoyed that nice little video there of me showing you one example of what you're going to be faced with when it comes to this line of work.